parents, please return to your seats. Eagle recipients may be seated also. Mr. Potts will now light the Eagle badge. Jeffrey Bicknell will now present his mentor pin.
I have a few things to say, I guess. This is two things. For the mentors, you're supposed to choose someone who has guided you as either a scout or a person who you just see embodies what it means to be an Eagle Scout. The two people I've chosen have both shown me what it takes to be an Eagle Scout. Their everyday actions embody what it means and the level of commitment it takes to obtain the highest rank in Scouting. One is an Eagle, the other one has certainly done enough to earn the rank. Would Mr. Ponce and Mrs. Nikolakakis please join me?
George Nikolakakis will now present his mentor pins.
So I have two adults that I want to recognize today. Both helped me more than I can say. Like, words can't describe how grateful I am for these two adults. These two adults helped me on trips, but also during my terms at SPL. I lean on them largely for advice and also many other things. The two adults that I chose today, one is Mr. Jones and the other is Mr. Ranieri. So if you could please come up here today and second recognize these adults. Here they come.
Michael Potts will now present his mentor pins.
First, I'd like to give a mentor pin to a person who helped me on nail batters over the years. She has always given me wise and exposed and guides on mail badge. Thank you, Mr. Nick Caucus. I would like to give a mentor pin to a leader who had always encouraged me to, he helped to keep me on tough trips like hiking Mount Osceola in the rain. He kept me lying in summer camp. He dedicate his time this summer at NOAC conference. Thank you, Mr. Q.
John Quachochi will now present his mentor pins.
Got a small speech? Small. Mr. David St. Louis is one of the many people who helped me on my journey to Eagle, but was the one who gave me the last push and helped me achieve this rank. Mr. St. Louis has always been there along my journey in the Order of the Arrow, and we both completed our brotherhood and received the Divisional Honor together. He is a caring and exemplary scoutmaster who checked in on my progress towards Eagle and still believed in me until the very end. And I'd also like to recognize Mr. John Bain Kuhlenberg, who's one of those special people who helped me the most along the Eagle Trail. It was Mr. B who, before working on or discussing anything Eagle related, warned me that he had a size 12-inch boot and that he wasn't afraid to use it. One of the most useful tools they gave me was a timeline spreadsheet that marked the deadlines and when I had to get signatures, merit badges done, receive approvals. The black zone at the end was where I turned 18 and I would finally see that 12-inch boot. Jokes aside, I'm honored to have these mentors be able to provide help and support when I needed it most. You guys are here, and go grab them.
I didn't wear it today. Look at that eagle.
Now we will show a short video.
Hey mama, I can still recall that day you came back from the mall and showed me that green shirt all fresh and new. You told me I would soon become an Eagle Scout, your only son. I didn't know that you would be one too. Ma, you earned your eagle. No one can disagree. Ma, you earned your eagle, but they gave the badge to me. When I was a young Boy Scout, I wondered what's it all about, but you made sure I knew the things to do. Sure did. You told me I should be prepared. I didn't tell you I was scared, 'cause the only one who was prepared was you. Ma, you earned your eagle. No one can disagree. Ma, you earned your eagle, but once I built fire out back. About me for a heart attack. But I assured it's all under control. But then you heard the sirens roar and came back running out the door to see that he forgot stop, drop, and roll. Everybody sing! Ah, you earned your eagle. No one can disagree. Ah, you earned your eagle, but they gave the best to me. So now you know about a lot of things you never knew before. A genie of rocks and stinky socks and boys who ain't that need some more. Young, cracked out 12 a senior man with tents and packs and can't stand, headed for the hills out on the drive. The captain there was smelly boys and traffic jam and lots of noise. Only glad you made it out alive. Oh, you earned your eagle. No one can disagree. Oh, you earned your eagle, but they gave the best to me. Oh, you earned your eagle. No one can disagree. Oh, you earned your eagle. And I wanna say thanks, but I don't know how, so I wrote this song to tell you I'm glad we earned our eagle somehow.
Mr. Potts will now speak on behalf of Jeffrey.
Well, that was a wonderful video. I enjoyed that thoroughly, and I see the truth in that. There's 100% truth in that. Although your mom can't wear a 12-size boot, I don't think, but it works. Jeffrey asked me to say a few words, and the things that I come back from this program with Jeff and see that he took out of it was the hard work and support that is what got Jeff to Eagle. Pushing himself past his comfort zone to do his best at everything he does. I watched him grow through the program, first in his leadership position as an assistant patrol leader, and then his 2-year stint at the quartermaster position. He reorganized the scout room at that point and procured equipment for all 4 patrols, so everybody would have their own equipment. He even started to computerize the scout room, made it a lot more organized. He was passionate about that job, and it showed in its results. We can all relate to the early years in scouting when Jeff was wearing cotton socks and bad boots on his first Klondike. I'm sure that they got wet and not being able to make it through the night, but Jeff was still there. He stuck it out. He enjoyed many other trips, winter survival, adventure snowshoe trips, and of course the fishing trips, which I was able to enjoy with Jeff a few times. However, I think there might have been one fishing trip that wasn't quite as enjoyable as the other ones. I didn't see him on deck that much that time. Rough seas played a point in that. Jeff had a knack for stealing my fish, sometimes right off my hook. I could see it right down there, and his hook would come in, and he'd hook my fish, and I'd be go. Long and short of it is that the fish love Jeff, so if you ever go fishing, take Jeff with you. He's a magnet for it. School, scouts, and church are Jeff's passions. He learned that if you enjoy doing something, you are far more likely to be successful. Jeff plans to take this philosophy into his working life beyond college. If there is one aspect that I can take away with Jeff's experience, it is to do your best. Live the Scout Oath throughout your life, work hard, and you will be successful. Good luck with your endeavors at mechanical engineering at UMass Lowell, and eventually moving into aeronautical engineering. I'm sure you'll be successful, and remember, do your best.
Zachary Shepard will now speak on behalf of George Nikolakakis.
Firstly, I would like to thank George for giving me this opportunity. I find it truly an honor to be asked to present someone with their scouting history at their Eagle Court of Honor. I had the privilege of meeting George in 2011 when I was the vice chief of Man Attachment Lodge, and him being inducted as the Order of the Owl that same year. However, I didn't get to truly know George until the summer when he was signed up to be a counselor in training at Wetucket Scout Reservation, while I was the CIT director. From the beginning, I was able